Nice to see you again, too. We only met 48 hours ago for the first time, and it all happened very quickly. We mentioned the word collaboration, and here we are 48 hours later, and we're going to do something together. We're doing it on the spur of the moment because I have a video all done and dusted in the can, ready to go. And
Yeah.
I think it's a good video for you to watch with me. And please stop me at any time for any reason to say anything that you wish.
Very well.
And we're away. Hello, universe. Welcome to my world. 2 years ago, when I first did my Angelina Jordan videos, after about half a dozen, my sister said to me, "Don't you think there are any originals that Angelina Jordan does not improve?" And I said, "Okay, let me make a video with the Righteous Brothers' Unchained Melody, because they're top notch and Angelina Jordan is excellent, but she doesn't really add a totally new dimension to that." And today's video is pretty much in the same category. We're doing Prince's Purple Rain, and Angelina Jordan does an excellent cover, but Prince's original really takes some beating. Prince's original is really in a class of its own. And what makes an artist sing someone else's song? Well, first of all, they may not be a songwriter themselves. Also, they may like the original very much, and they may wish to pay their respects to the original artist. And that pretty much comes out today. We have one famous artist after another paying their respects to Prince. And we begin with PMJ. PMJ are a very famous vintage group, and they have guest singers performing. This is Mish Braden, and she does a very bluesy version of Prince's Purple Rain.
I never wanted to cause you any problems. I never wanted to cause you any pain.
Ooh.
I only wanted one time to see you laughing. I only want to see you laughing in the purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain.
I just wanted to mention one that I love PMJ desperately, especially their work with Haley Reinhardt and Morgan James. And I have reacted to them quite regularly in both channels, my previous channel and my channel now. But I have not seen this as yet. And I don't know who the singer is. You have any info on the singer?
Well, her name is Mish Braden. They have guest singers coming and going all the time, and it's a very good platform for exposing new talent. I really rate this singer. I mean, she's very bluesy, and it's not just that she's slow, but she puts so much feeling into it.
Oh yeah.
You know, she really communicates the song, and she's so laid back and leisurely about it all.
She's a strict blues singer. She's like almost from the 1950s, 40s kind of blues singer where they every syllable, every word that comes out of her mouth comes out from her heart. You know, that kind of guttural feeling. And immediately as she started to sing, I recognize that's a true blues artist right there. Beautiful.
Well, and it's also very relevant to Angelina Jordan because this is where she learned her blues. This is where she learned her jazz from the 40s and 50s,
Yeah.
when they really pushed the feeling into every single word. Every word was chock-a-block full of feeling. And this is the type of tuition that Angelina Jordan had from that era.
When we get to AJ, I will make a comment about that because I have heard a lot of people or her fans. Some say that she takes more of the 20s, 30s, and 40s artists, and some say the 50s and 60s. And I would say that she took the best of the beginning strains of the jazz artists that made jazz what it is, and then the ones who changed jazz almost to what modern jazz is now, and she's combined the two to make it AJ jazz, and that's my take on it.
I completely agree with you, and I would say it very simply: she takes what she needs.
Yeah, when she does it, and she's a master of it.
We're both on this planet as heavy AJ fans, for sure.
Yeah. But I love the singer for sure.
She is the least famous singer. This whole video is based on we're going from one superstar to another, and they get more and more famous as this video goes on.
Purple rain, purple rain.
And now we hit one famous artist after another, covering Prince's original. This is LeAnn Rimes, and she is a country singer from Texas originally.
Never meant to cause you any sorrow. Never meant to cause you any pain. Only wanted one time to see you laughing. Only want to see you laughing in the purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain.
In particular with LeAnn Rimes, she, I think, has very similar path in terms of being a very young child ingenue to what she is. The only difference is that she didn't fully flesh out the potential she had as a young singer. She was uber talented and a fantastic singer when she was much younger. And I'm talking about in the age, I think she started singing at around 12. Well, she became in the limelight around that time. She had a couple of huge hits as an adult or a teenager and then an adult, but never fully just opened up for her. And I think that's a case of where her personal life overrode her professional life.
What you said is what I found when I read about her on Wikipedia, that the complications from her personal life, and that actually may have held her back. And this is why we Angelina Jordan fans are very optimistic, because Angelina Jordan is working on something like near 100% efficiency with everything going in the same direction. She has no impediment on any level. Let's carry on. She started out on American talent shows, and she has her own regular TV show.
Never meant to cause you any sorrow. Never meant to cause you any pain. No. I only wanted one time to see you laughing.
Next version we hear is very true to the original. Adam Levine of Maroon 5 pays his respects to Prince by doing something in a very similar vein.
I never meant to cause you any sorrow. I never meant to cause you any pain. I only wanted one time to see you laughing. Only want to see you laughing in the purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain.
And even Etta James at the end of her career pays her respects to this great song.
I never meant to cause you any sorrow.
Oh,
I never meant to cause you any pain. I only wanted one time to see you laughing.
I just wanted to mention very, very quickly that Etta happens to be my one of 3 favorite jazz singers.
Are the other two Billie Holiday and Dinah Washington?
Yes and no.
Okay, let's carry on.
Only wanna see you laughing in the purple rain, purple rain, purple rain.
And we have one superstar after another covering this song. Eric Clapton has been around for easily 40, 50 years. He originally exploded onto the scene with Cream in the late 60s, and here is his version of the song.
Never meant to cause you any problem. Never meant to cause you any pain. Only wanted one time to see you laughing. Only want to see you laughing in the purple rain, purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain.
Eric Clapton is very well known for stadium rock and filling massive arenas. So too is Bruce Springsteen. He also is another proponent of stadium rock. He's also doing the song.
Never meant to cause you any sorrow. Never meant to cause you any pain. I only want to see you laughing. Only want to see you laughing in the purple rain, purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain.
And Etta James is not the only superstar from 50 years ago covering this song. We also have Stevie Wonder.
Purple rain, rain, purple rain.
Ooh, different tune altogether.
Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. I only want to see us laughing in the purple rain.
And we have another superstar at the beginning of her career doing a duet with Prince. This is Beyonce.
Purple rain, purple rain, oh yeah.
Purple rain, purple rain. You know what you're singing about? Come on, raise your hand.
Purple rain,
Yeah.
purple rain.
And Prince himself is one of the ultimate superstars. He is a great singer, and good grief could he dance up a storm. He and Michael Jackson were almost in a class of their own, and he could make the guitar talk or cry in his own unique way. Here he is showing what stadium rock is all about, performing halftime in the Super Bowl, where he has 80,000 people in the palm of his hand.
I never meant to cause you any sorrow. I never meant to cause you any pain. I didn't want to one time see you laughing, babe. Only want to see you laughing, yeah. In the purple rain, purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. That's alright. Come on, y'all. Purple rain, purple rain. Oh, yes. Don't it feel good? Only wanna see you. Can I play this guitar?
Angelina Jordan is just a teenager. What can she add to this conversation? So many great artists have paid their respects to Prince and this song, but Angelina Jordan does it slightly differently. Hers is more of a jazz version. It's a little bit more tender. And the way she ends the song when she sings Purple Rain, she brings a certain softness and tenderness and lushness to her voice, which is different than any other version.
Purple rain, purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain.
Angelina Jordan continues to surprise us how she takes great songs and puts her own.
I cannot let the video continue without saying that I just felt complete body chills on that. One thing that AJ does have, and that is her own unique vibrato, I think, and tone, that with all the artists that she has learned from, studied, paid tribute to, covered, that is unique to her and her only. That is the one solid thing that is her alone. Anytime you hear, you don't have to see her. And oh, that's AJ. Oh, okay. One is some of the greatest singers. They say two words in a song and you know it's them. And you wouldn't think just from the first time you listen to her that she has a very unique and distinctive vibrato and tone until you hear her again and you go, okay, all right, I got it now. Beautiful.
I've heard other people say it's her tone, and I understand what that means in my heart, but not in my head. Is it her voice, or is it her vibrato, or is it something in between that we can't even begin to describe?
It's indescribable because we can say, we can hear her vibrato and go, oh, okay, that's AJ. And then you could hear her tone and go, oh, okay, that's AJ. And then she could sing an entire song and go, that was AJ. So we really can't. It's according to the song she sings. It's according to your connection with the song that she's singing. It's the moment she opens her mouth. I stop critiquing or saying anything about any song that I am reacting to or reviewing for AJ because the words haven't been invented yet. And I just, I sit with a silly grin on my face, as you could well see, and just, okay. And the only thing left to do is whether I'm going to cry or laugh hysterically. So that's all I can say.
When we introduce you onto our podcast, you can explain to us why you have all your goosebumps.
For sure.
Again, words can't be invented for goosebumps either.
No, because it starts with sometimes it starts with my legs and it just works its way up. Sometimes it starts by the hairs literally raising off my arm as it did just now. And I was showing you my arm.
I've seen that enough times from enough reactors to know that this means goosebumps.
Sometimes, it's so much and so visceral that you could see it even through the camera. And then sometimes, you don't see it. You're just seeing an arm, but you're watching your hair stand up there. But she is amazing. The
goosebumps hit you very quickly. You had goosebumps within 3 or 4 seconds. So.
Oh yeah, for sure. You saw my face just change.
Yeah. You did that straight away, no hesitation. Okay.
And the thing about it is, before we were watching, Beyonce sing with Prince himself, and I was saying to myself, it's Beyonce, and I don't even want to say nothing because I don't want the Beyonce people to crown us. But you would think that the two of them singing it would be the best version of it, but not really for me.
Well, I read the comments about that performance, and that was at the very, very beginning of her career before she became very famous. And she was talking about how supportive and helpful he was in helping her overcome her nervousness. But when Prince himself performed in the Super Bowl in 2007, it is said that that is the best halftime show of the Super Bowl ever. And I can believe that. Prince is like AJ. Some performers are better live even than when they record. And Prince just, he really did have 80,000 people in the palm of his hand.
Well, no one can do it like Prince. Well, except JJ Park, but let's continue.
A little spin on it. It's not to say it's better. She just adds a little something to it to make us appreciate it all over again. We will continue to appreciate Angelina Jordan in the future. Okay, gang, I'm out of here. I'll catch you later. Bye.
That was excellent, excellent, excellent video. Well done.
It helps when I have high-profile singers and the song is so easy to sing. You know, the song is just so catchy. Some songs just almost sell themselves.
And the thing about it is, they have some songs that may appear, as you just said, easy, but I don't think Purple Rain is a very easy song to sing. It has so many ebbs and flows to it that if you just sing it, neutrally, it sounds terrible. Whereas you have to almost, the original one wasn't at jazz-y, but they could see some jazz influences in it, some blues influences, especially when he first sang it. I saw all of that, especially with rock. And, everybody always says, well, if you can't be a jazz singer, a jazz lover, a blues lover, and a rock lover. And I always say, well, that's what made rock. That's where rock came from. It came from blues. It came from jazz. It came from all of that. Rock is more of an anti-establishment genre, if there ever was one. And in the day, you can say that jazz was, and in the day, you could say that blues was. So, you can't, to me, people wonder how you could like rock, how your channel is more rock, and then jazz and blues. I don't get it. And I say because it goes hand in hand.
Gee, thank you. You've been great. And I have enjoyed this session.
Okay, gang, I'm out of here. I'll catch you later.